Ahoy and welcome to OceanJade Saillife. In this episode, we work on our boat in the boatyard and we will show you the process of preparing her to be launched in the water. Between the things we did was anti-fouling, fuel system treatment, and creating a whole new electricity system. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give us the thumbs up. So, let's start! אנחנו הגענו לבית החדש שלנו. אין לנו איך לעלות למעלה, אז אנחנו מחכים פה בחוץ שהביאו לנו סולם, אבל כן מרגש. יואו, וואי, זה הבית שלנו? Oh my god. Wow. We arrived to our boat in the middle of June, when it's on the hard. Our goal was to take care to the most important things that has to be done outside the water and take her inside the water as soon as possible. We had a tasks list we prepared according to what the surveyor said and other things we knew we had to do. We also did a list of the time and price of each mission. First mission was anti-fouling. This is a special color you put at the bottom of a boat. It prevents marine invertebrates to attach to the boat's surface and destroy it. Their presence can also decrease the boat's speed and performance. This process starts with filing the hull, so the new color will have a good grasp. Then we washed it all with soap and water to remove oils and dirt from the hull as well. Next step was painting with primer, only in the areas where the base paint was hurt. We placed duct tape on the waterline and then did 2 layers of anti-fouling all over the hull. We did a 3rd layer only at the waterline and the rudder, because these are areas that tend to have higher erosion pace. Summing this whole up, the price of the anti-fouling materials was 550 euros. Second mission was cleaning the fuel tank. We knew the boat was outside of the water for at least 2 years. Being outside for such a long time can cause diesel bug to be created in the fuel tank. These are bacteria that can seal the tank if not removed. So we took the tank out and gave it a good cleaning, washed it with gurney, soap and water. After we cleaned the tank, we placed it back and needed to activate the whole system, which was full of air. And there must be no air or it damages it. The process was this. First, we connected all the filters and tubes, and then filled the tank with new diesel. Secondly, we disconnected the fuel tube from the engine and connected the pump to suck the fuel. We pulled it until a clean, without air diesel came. This process is known as bleeding. We then manually pumped the diesel, closed the fuel tap, took the secondary fuel filter, filled it up with diesel, and placed it in its place. The system was then ready, but the real check can only be done in the water. We only hoped we did everything well, and no troubles will come up when launching will come. Cleaning and replacing price was €100. Next mission was replacing the electricity system. So generally on a boat, especially when you live on an anchor and you want to live off-grid, you need to be electrically independent. And so we had to build an electricity system which is strong enough and it's supposed to answer all of our needs. It's charging our phones, charging our computers, navigation equipment, lights, autopilot,
windlass,
etc. Like everything you can think of should work all the time. To use only renewable energy, so we really wanted to use the sun energy, and that's it. We didn't want to waste any fuel on consuming energy, meaning we didn't want to put the engine on. We didn't want to buy a generator. So the whole planning of this system was based on it to be strong enough so we'll be able to count only on this system. But probably one of our future goals is also to have wind generator, and this will be for cloudy days or maybe sailing at night, so there is no sun and you do need the power. There was no solar system or 220 inverter. The batteries were dead when we arrived to the boat. We replaced the whole system. We bought 3 AGM batteries of 110 amps, solar controller, inverter, and 4 solar panels. איזה צעצועים קיבלת?
זה הבקר הסולארי שלנו. זה ייתן את המצברים מהתאים הסולאריים. זה יהפוך את 12 וולט מהמצברים ל-220 של בבית.
יפה מאוד. מה עוד קיבלת?
אני מוכרח תוך חתיכה באורך כזה. יש ריק עם דבק חם בפנים, ואז ששמים אותו, הוא יטבע גם.
We placed the batteries in the engine locker, secure them with straps. 3 of them are for domestic use, and the black one is for the engine.
This one, it's a 200 amp fuse. It's used just for the inverter, for the 220 volt.
By the way, Tomer planned this system, so it will support our Ninja, which is super important. We make hummus, achla hummus with it, and we're also making shakes.
What is Ninja?
Ninja is the mixer. We're also boiling our shower water, so we're super happy with the system. It works perfectly well. It's super strong. So how do we connect everything together, you ask? First of all, we took 400-watt flexible solar panels and connected every 2 pairs in serial. Then, each couple was connected in parallel. We then connected the solar panels to our solar controller. This device charges the battery from the solar panel. We took the 3 AGM batteries and connected them as well in parallel. By that, we got a 12-volt system with 330 amps. We now needed something to show us how much amps enter while charging and how much amps we use. This is how we could know in what condition our battery is. This is what the monitor is for. The 12-volt outlet was connected to our consumers. In addition, we have 220 volts consumers, and that is why we use the inverter. This device inverts 12 volt to 220 volts. In case we have a problem with the batteries or they are not charged enough, we can also start the engine, and this will charge the batteries from the alternator. And for the cherry on top, both monitor and solar controller are connected to our smartphones, where we can see all of the data. We weren't sure where is the best place to put the system parts. Eventually, we decided the best option would be under the navigation table, where it will be protected and well ventilated. The electricity system is one of the most expensive things on a boat. We researched quite a lot for where is the most worthwhile place to buy the parts, and we found that except for the batteries, which are very heavy, therefore the shipment is expensive, Amazon was the winner. Then the rest of our parts are from there. We also added in the description below links to these products. This whole system costed us about 2,480 euros, but who counts? We're getting close to the end. The windlass didn't work. After we opened it, we found that it was a contact problem. We changed all the wires to new and added another remote control button in the cockpit. Other jobs included replacing the anodes and replacing all of the safety equipment. And so, all that got left to do, or at least that's what we thought, was to be launched in the water and start the greatest adventure of all. This and more on our next chapter.